after a beat, the gloved Mandalorian armor gauntlet of Boba Fett grabs onto the sand outside the Sarlacc pit, and the feared bounty hunter pulls himself from the maw of the sand beast.
Boba Fett used to be one of the most mysterious and badass characters ever introduced into Star Wars, a fan-favorite character ever since his first appearance on the big screen back in 1980. There aren't many characters that are quite as profitable and marketable as Boba Fett. Giving Boba Fett a dedicated TV show sounds like such an easy way to make millions and millions of dollars for Disney, right? Well, it should have been, but season 1 of the highly anticipated show came and went, and let's just say, there was a lot left to be desired by fans. So here we are, 3 years later, new Star Wars shows come and go. Some are better than others. So today we're going to be taking a look back at what went wrong with the Book of Boba Fett, the show where everything started to go downhill for Star Wars. To really understand the Book of Boba Fett show, we have to take a look back at the retcon that was 40 years in the making, the revival of one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars history. Boba Fett made his long-awaited return in The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 6, titled Chapter 14, The Tragedy, where it is revealed that Boba Fett has been tracking Din Djarin in order to retrieve his lost armor, which had fallen into Mando's hands earlier in the season. And after donning the armor and beating the crap out of a squadron of stormtroopers, Boba agrees to help Din Djarin and his crew rescue Grogu from the grasps of the evil Empire. Boba even gets some killer scenes in the next 2 episodes, a badass armor redesign, a crazy meetup with the Night Owl straight out of every Clone Wars fanfiction, and the return of everyone's favorite seismic charge. Boba Fett was back, and he was better than ever. And then the finale of Mando Season 2 aired, not only giving us the best Star Wars content since Revenge of the Sith, but it also left us with a post-credit scene that gave Star Wars fans hope for the future of Star Wars. It's important to look at where Star Wars was as a whole at this moment in time. The Rise of Skywalker was released almost exactly a year before. This is following the box office flop that was Solo: A Star Wars Story and the outrage that The Last Jedi had caused fans. Many Star Wars fans were beyond disappointed with the end of the sequel trilogy and what Disney had done to such a beloved franchise. But regardless of Disney's rocky past with Star Wars releases, The Mandalorian was the show that Disney Plus launched its platform based on, and the show was bigger than anyone could have ever expected. Season 1 of the show was massive, and the release of Season 2 somehow exceeded everyone's astronomical expectations. So the tease of a Boba Fett dedicated show was the hope fans needed that Disney had finally moved on from their failure of the sequel trilogy.